This week's devotional talks about the road to Emmaus, a town near Jerusalem. The Bible tells us that two men were walking on this road, talking about what had occurred to Jesus. As they walked and talked, Jesus appeared among them and walked alongside. Scripture says they were kept from recognizing him. Jesus was like undercover of sorts. Jesus asked them, "What are you discussing together?" They stood still, faces downcast. One of them, named Cleopas, asked, "Are you the only one visiting Jerusalem who doesn't know what's happened there these days?" To which Jesus responds, "What things?" Pretty slick, well played. To which they replied, "About Jesus of Nazareth, a prophet, powerful in word and deed before God. He was sentenced to death and crucified. And not just that, on the third day some of our women went to the tomb early today, but it was empty. They claimed to have seen angels who told them he was alive. Then some of our companions went to the tomb and found it just as the woman had said, but they did not see Jesus." To which Jesus said, "How foolish you are, and how slow to believe all that the prophets have spoken. Did not the Messiah have to suffer these things and then enter his glory?" Then Jesus explained to them what was said in all the scriptures concerning himself. As they approached the village, Jesus continued as if he were going farther, but they urged him, "Stay with us. The day is almost over." So he stayed. Jesus sat at the table with them, took bread, gave thanks, broke it, and gave it to them. Then wham! It says their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, and he disappeared from their sight. Whoa, out of sight. I'm talking really out of sight. They asked each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he talked with us on the road and opened the scriptures to us?" They got up and returned at once to Jerusalem, where they found the other disciples together, saying, "It is true, the Lord has risen and has appeared to Simon." In a way, we too walk our own road to Emmaus. Jesus is walking right alongside us, and we don't even recognize him. He's the healthcare worker, the first responder, fire and rescue, law enforcement. He's a grocery stocker, a neighbor, the person handing out food for the needy. We sometimes fail to see Jesus in others. It's as if our eyes have to be popped wide open and realize, hey, Jesus is right here, talking to me and blessing me through this person. Never forget, Jesus is always walking by our side.